Hello Year 13 and welcome to Take 5 number 3. This session is on youth deviance. We're going to look at 5 key terms and 5 sociologists. The key terms we're going to look at today are anomie, edgework, delinquency, strain theory and moral panic. I wonder how many you can already remember. These are key terms that are really useful to know if and when you get a question on youth deviance. And because the advanced information is looking at patterns and trends in youth deviance, I think these are really important. So anomie, it was a phrase coined by Durkheim. Okay, so it's a functionalist idea. Anomie is a state of normlessness or uncertainty about how to behave in a situation where there is rapid change. So it can be used to explain why some young people join in subcultures or deviant behaviour. For example, anomie is when a society overstresses achieving socially approved goals, but does not provide the means for the bulk of the population to achieve these goals best. And it could be linked to Merton's idea of strain theory. Number 2, edgework, an idea brought in by Ling, postmodernist. The idea that males, particularly young males, take part in doing dangerously or socially disapproved acts for the thrill of it. So drug taking, jumping off the things, etc. So that's edgework, and it's something that lots of youth do take part in, and it's a way of explaining that. So when we look at Katz and Lynn later on, that will be really useful. Number 3, delinquency, an old-fashioned term now, but a term still used to describe crime and antisocial behaviour of young people. Then we have strain theory. Merton came up with this idea, the idea that young people often can't fulfil those goals of society, what everybody else has, through legitimate ideas. So they turn to illegitimate ways to do this. Okay, so Merton and strain theory. Then we've got moral panics. Moral panics, great public concern created by media exaggeration. These were introduced by the great Stan Cohen, interactionist Stan Cohen, in the 1960s to explain the mods and rockers moral panic that happened after the conflict at the beaches in East Sussex. Also been looked at by a number of other sociologists, so Jock Young has looked at moral panics, Forbert has looked at moral panics, there's moral panics on boy racers. Huda and Huda looked at 5 key features of a moral panic. So a moral panic is something that comes on from labelling theory and sorts how young people are sort of made into folk devils, and that this deviant act is amplified, it grows to concern, fear, and we've looked at that in detail. Okay, hopefully you can remember those. The 5 key sociologists for youth deviance: Lee and Young, those left realist Marxists; Katz and Ling, postmodernist; Cloud and Olin, functionalist; Walter Miller and Nightingale. Okay, hopefully you can remember some of these. So Lee and Young then, left realist, they say youth offending is down to 2 main factors: young people facing relative deprivation, their environments, and that leads them to crime, or marginalisation. And we saw some features of this when we watched the video Reggie Yates and Teen Gans. Then we have Katz and Lynn, both postmodernists, looking at deviance. Katz suggests that crime is seductive, and that's why males are drawn to it, and males are more likely to engage in deviant acts. Lynn suggests that it's due to edgework, that they want that thrill, that pleasure. Then we have functionist Cloud and Olin, who sort of agree with Merton on strain theory, and they looked at the illegitimate opportunity structure that is available for young people when they can't achieve those goals. So they say there's the criminal way, the conflict way, and the retreatist way. You need to know all 3 ways. Then there's Walter Miller. He looked at working class males. He looked at how they had different values or different focus points. He called these focal concerns. He said that young males have 6 main focal concerns that lead to them getting into delinquency: trouble, toughness, smartness, not academic smartness, but in being witty, the need for excitement, that is their fate, and it gives them some form of autonomy. So Miller looks at focal concerns. Nightingale carried out a study a black youth in Philadelphia who wanted to be successful but felt a strain and turned to crime to gain these. So it's sort of an idea of Merton's strain theory, but looking at how these young black males who were avid television watchers just really struggled. So how many can you remember? Let's see. Anime, what is it? Edgework, delinquency, strain theory, and moral panic. Key studies, Lee and Yun, Katz, Lynn, Cloud and Olin, Miller and Nightingale. Try and remember these and try and use them in your essays. Take care. Bye.